the knowledge you deserve. Mystic ancient secrets can all be answered when you ask the mystic Access Guru. That is I, the great exalted one. I have come across 3 astral projections through the god plane in the hero metamorphosis to give you the knowledge you deserve. Mystic ancient secrets can all be answered when you ask the mystic Access Guru. That is I, the great exalted one. I have come across 3 astral projections through the god plane in the hero metamorphosis to give you the knowledge you deserve.
Alright guys, I'm here finishing up something that I should have finished up a long time ago, but I didn't until now figure out how to do it. What this has on it right now is just like Krylon Chrome spray paint. So what I found in playing around with it, got some things on it, is if I then spray this stuff, the chrome, over it, it really does a lot better. I don't know if you can see that, but the difference between that and that is a world of difference. So I'm going to wait till hopefully hey, you can see the camera. that camera, you can see it right here. Hopefully Westside will be here. I'm going to flip this around so I'm like looking the correct direction. I was on the yearbook staff, and I was always taught that if you have a picture on something, it needs to be looking inward toward the center. So I'm not looking outward. I'm not looking over there. I'm looking to there, to that. How do you do this? There you go. There. Anyway, hopefully we'll get some people in here. And I got about half of it left, so I'm never going to use this stuff again. I may for something, but it's just too messy. One airbrush, one of the crappy airbrushes I got just needs to be completely taken apart, because unless you get them cleaned completely out, you're fucked. It's done. It's like glue. It's like epoxy in there. But give it a little more time. And then after this, I'd like to start painting some of the other resin things that I have. Like, I've got a Batman bust, a Venom bust. Then I've got that full-size Batman, or that 6-scale Batman. Or quarter scale. No, it's quarter scale. I've got that one. I'm curious if my printer would. I know this one will. Thinking about seeing how much filament it would take to do a full size, like, statue, like life size, like Superman or Batman statue. Be interesting. But I think this was mainly meant to, like, go in windows, like windows of like a car, to give it like a mirror finish, where you spray the inside of the mirror or the plastic, and then you coat it with the black, and then clear coat it so it doesn't rub off. I think that's what this is for. I'm not sure. Maybe not. But it's good stuff. It's good stuff if you use it right. But if you don't, it's a mess. And it just doesn't look good. But what I could do, I could like do debunking and painting at the same time. How would that work? Let's see, unlock this. Could actually make this like this big, and then do a just screwing around until people come in. Move this over to here. I really like this camera. It really has a good look to it. So what I could do, make this half screen. Put this over here.
And that really was that.
So then I could take Windows Capture. What? There it is. Do that. Bring that to here. Bring that up to there. Then I got the chat box. Got it locked too. So I could bring that up to there. Bring this over to here, make it a little smaller. I think that'd work. Make this a little bigger. And I could make me a little bigger too. Yeah. That'll work.
that really was that. What is Mikey doing here?
Okay. That's not good. Windows capture. What is going? Oh, I know.
Exactly.
There we go.
Point and the usual
That's better.
flat earther stance on this is that his phone is denser than the air around. And that really was that. What is Mikey doing here exactly? I think his point, and the usual flat earther stance on this, is that his phone is denser than the air around it, therefore it falls. Well, okay, but my phone is also denser than the air above it. In fact, if you want to be really technical about it, and really accurate, the air above it is very, very, very slightly less dense than the air below it. So why doesn't a phone move upwards if that's the case?
Because of gravity. Because of gravity. That's why.
Glad you asked this, Daniel.
See what this dumb fuck has to say about it.
Since you are Simon Dan and you claim to know so much about science and physics, it's weird
He does. You don't.
that you would ask such a rudimentary question. Have you never ever heard of potential energy?
Okay, potential energy, which means what?
Anyway, let's go to the basics. You see,
Oh, okay. So if you pick something up, right, then it goes back to where it came from. So if I take something from on top of Mount Everest and bring it down to sea level and let it go, it'll go back up there. Because not only have you given it the potential energy to go back to where it was, but you've also the air above it is thinner, so it would go there first, right?
this is Simon Dan holding his cell phone. Was his cell phone automatically in his hand? No, he had to pick it up. Now, what's going to happen when he's going to lift the phone? What happened? He imparted potential energy to the phone.
Right, which means when he lets it go, gravity will take over and pull it back down toward the earth. So you don't even understand what potential energy means. You don't even understand that.
Now, when it lets go, what's going to happen? It's going to turn to kinetic energy, and thus it sinks or falls in depends on opinion. So yes, we see the phone is denser than the medium it is submerged in. Why would you expect it to go up just because it's less
Then it's submerged in. What?
dense? It's still denser than from where you picked it up. Hence, it's out of its equilibrium. You know, when it's on the ground, it's in static equilibrium, or in your hand, again, static equilibrium.
And again, if it's on top of Mount Everest, it's at static equilibrium. When you pull it down, then you're putting that potential energy into it for it to go back to where it came from. Right?
Because you are supporting.
Hey, Westside. Oh, it's not. I'm not done with it yet.
So once you let go of the phone, you can no longer support it. Thus, the potential energy has turned to kinetic energy and seeks its relative equilibrium.
What if you dig a hole under something, Flatsoid? You dig a hole under something. Will it fall? No. Have you imparted potential energy to it? No. Why does it fall? And why doesn't it go up?
Phone moves down for a reason. Why don't you ever think about that one, Mikey, yeah? Well,
And it's not in static equilibrium because it has weight. If you put it on a scale, it's going to show weight, meaning it's always pressing down. Right?
there we go, a brilliant look into them. So why doesn't a phone move up?
What a fucking moron. Anyway, what we have here, you weren't here, so I'll explain it again. If you look at this, it's real dull, but if you look at this part, it's shinier. You can actually see the difference. What I did is I tried, this is just basically off the shelf Krylon Chrome. Krylon, or one of the spray paints. And it looked good for a while, but it sort of got muddy. And then this part is a little bit of this on top of it. So I'm going to try and paint the entire thing with this and see how we go. Alright. That should be enough. And I'm using my Pache H siphon feed, and it's being held in my skull airbrush holder. Alright. And it's not shining. Well, maybe you have to put more than... Well, we're going to try it. We're going to keep going. And it's not shining up. I don't know why it did before and it's not now. It's just not. It's just not shining. Well, we're going to leave that, let it dry, and then go back over it. Actually, I'm going over it with acetone. Maybe I have to thin this out a lot. Huh. I'm getting like speckles. I don't know how to prevent the speckles from getting on there. They may wipe off once it's dry. So we're going to let that dry. Actually, I'm going to try something here. I don't know what that is. Well, we'll let that dry. We'll try thinning it. He did try. I think the guy did thin it a lot. Let's try that. It's just not doing what I need it to do. Just not working. Yeah, I don't know what to do. Yeah, I don't know what to do. Is it fine? All right. It's fucked up. I mean, you're humoring me. It's not fine. You mean it's fine enough? Because it's not fine. It's not at all what I envisioned. And it's not at all doing what it should have done based on what I tested the other day. So, I don't know. Not a big fan of this shit. Maybe it only works on like injection molded plastic. I don't know. It looked good on a spoon, on a test spoon on the back, but once I put it on this stuff, it just looks like dull aluminum. So anyway, if this is okay with you, I'll send it out to you. You're not gonna like it when you see it up close, but you'll get it nonetheless. So anyway, that's what I had. Oh, sorry. I also had to paint something else. Let me hang this up. Where can I hang this? I can hang this right here? No. Well, one of the other thing I need to do is, and this isn't going to be chrome, this will be doing it in 2 parts because it's just to be too hard to print when it's basically, this is just going to be gray, maybe black. This is the stand for it, so it'll sit on that, and then it'll have the tuning fork. So, and these are chrome. These are actual chrome. So, anyway, I need to find a place to put this. It might be okay. Nah, I wanted to let it dry completely. So anyway, yeah, I'll go ahead and get this painted. And then get everything in the mail to you. So, thanks for your patience. Oh, we needed to try these. Hold on. This stuff does not want to stay shook up either. So they should be pretty quick. That's just not shining the way it should. But anyway, it's silver looking. It's in the same category as chrome. Sort of shiny. Alright. That actually looks better than the thing. Getting the hole. There you go. But I finished the eyeballs. That's one of the eyeballs. And that was the last thing I had to paint on that. So, yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching. I wish it came out better. I really do. But like I said before, I'm basically just starting out painting, learning to paint, and learning all the pitfalls and shit. So like I said, I always drew with a pen and pencil. So painting is very, very new to me. But I should get better, hopefully, with time. If not, then I'm doing something wrong. So thanks for watching, guys. I will talk to you later, and I'll be back for other stuff.